Have you ever wondered how some people seem to naturally gain respect and influence, even without showing off their skills or intelligence? Many people think success comes from proving you're the smartest or most capable in the room. But German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer had a different idea. Instead of always trying to outshine others, he believed you could achieve more by playing dumb. Schopenhauer himself learned this lesson early in life. When he was 19 years old, his mother wrote him a letter criticizing his behavior. She told him that while he was incredibly smart, his constant need to prove he was right made people around him uncomfortable. She explained that his intelligence wasn't helping anyone because his attitude overshadowed his positive traits. This letter reveals a key struggle that deeply influenced Schopenhauer's later philosophical reflections: his battle with intellectual superiority. He believed that having a sharp and brilliant mind could elevate someone to a higher level, allowing them to rise above the ordinary crowd and see the world in a more profound way. However, Schopenhauer also recognized the dangers that came with this, the envy and resentment it could stir in others. Let's explore the power of playing dumb and how it uses the art of surprise. The idea is simple. Don't reveal all your strengths up front. Instead, appear slightly weaker or less capable, so that at the critical moment, you can unleash your full potential and catch others off guard. This tactic has been used by many great strategists and leaders. As Sun Tzu famously said, all warfare is based on deception. When we are able to attack, we must seem unable. This principle applies far beyond the battlefield. In everyday life, whether in meetings, sports, or presentations, those who appear reserved and unassuming often take others by surprise. Imagine someone in a meeting who listens quietly, giving little indication of their expertise. When the moment arises, they deliver a powerful insight that shifts the entire discussion, leaving everyone impressed. The lesson is clear. Sometimes holding back and observing can be the smartest strategy. By reserving your strength for the right moment, you gain the advantage of surprise, which can be a decisive factor in achieving success. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Mahatma Gandhi once advised, "Speak only if it improves upon the silence." True wisdom lies in knowing when to speak and when to listen. In any setting, there are two kinds of people: those who talk endlessly and those who observe quietly. The talkers often struggle to be taken seriously unless they're in a position of authority. Arthur Schopenhauer echoed this sentiment, emphasizing that wisdom involves choosing the right moments to contribute. It's not about being ignorant, but about playing it smart. Plato captured this perfectly. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. By listening attentively, you gather valuable insights that others might overlook. Then, when it's your turn to speak, your words carry weight because you've absorbed every detail and can offer something meaningful. By playing dumb, you're acting with great intelligence, allowing others to believe they've solved problems on their own. This approach fosters respect and preserves dignity, particularly in relationships with people we must honor, like parents, teachers, or bosses. In the workplace, this principle is even more vital. Disagreeing openly with a boss can create tension or harm your position. Instead, playing dumb, or at least appearing agreeable, protects their sense of authority while allowing you to manage situations tactfully. As Schopenhauer put it, to play the fool is the last resort to cover the defects of others. Ultimately, this is about safeguarding the dignity of those around you. Constantly pointing out flaws or correcting others can backfire, making you appear arrogant. Letting others take the spotlight when needed without feeling overshadowed demonstrates emotional intelligence and fosters harmony. True respect doesn't come from always being right, but from making others feel valued and understood. Even if we aspire to be superstars one day, it's crucial to remain low-key while we're still on the path to success. When you're in the struggle phase, there's nothing to show off. This is a time of growth. Arthur Schopenhauer highlights this idea, suggesting that you should act as if you know nothing until the right moment comes. Then, and only then, reveal your full potential to make a lasting impression. During this time, the focus should be on listening and learning. To benefit from being underestimated, you must first embrace the appearance of simplicity or even foolishness. This idea is mirrored in the wisdom of Lao Tzu, the ancient Chinese philosopher, who championed the power of subtlety and restraint. He advised against unnecessary confrontation and encouraged keeping one's true abilities hidden. As he famously wrote, "The sage wears rough clothing, but holds the jewel in his heart." Socrates, the renowned philosopher, employed a subtle yet brilliant method known as Socratic irony. By pretending to lack knowledge, he encouraged others to share their beliefs and ideas openly. This approach was not mere play acting. It was a deliberate strategy to expose contradictions in their thinking and push them toward deeper understanding. His humility was encapsulated in his famous declaration, "I know that I know nothing." William Shakespeare captured the essence of true wisdom when he wrote, "A fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool." Arthur Schopenhauer also explored this tendency in human nature, observing a curious weakness, the tendency to overvalue the opinions of others. He noted that upon reflection, it becomes evident that these opinions, no matter how significant they may seem, have little bearing on one's happiness. Despite this, many people spend their lives overly concerned with how they are perceived. Schopenhauer advised that the key to winning people's respect lies in humility rather than arrogance. By addressing others' shortcomings subtly and allowing them to feel they've solved their own problems, one fosters mutual respect and understanding without the need for confrontation or pride. By taking on the role of the seemingly less knowledgeable, you position yourself as an underdog, a move that often earns you unexpected respect and admiration. Treat others with kindness and empathy, as everyone carries burdens that may not be visible. While some flaunt their achievements and seek attention for every success, this behavior rarely earns genuine admiration. Nobody truly respects someone who constantly brags others. As Theodore Roosevelt once said, "People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care." Arthur Schopenhauer shared a similar sentiment. He believed that humility is a powerful tool for winning people over. By appearing modest even after a significant achievement, you can create a lasting impression. If others see you as an underdog and you surprise them with success, then downplay it as if it were no big deal. You'll come across as both capable and humble. This modesty often leaves a greater impact than the achievement itself, proving that quiet strength and humility are more effective than loud displays of superiority.